Hi, welcome to the Career Center Coaching. I'm Kurt McPhail, the Executive Director of the Career Center, and we're excited you tuned in. Today, we're talking about MyMentor and how to sign up for that and what you might expect out of that and some do's and don'ts around utilizing the MyMentor platform. So we're going to just jump right in. I'm going to work to share my screen real quick and run through a few slides and also show you what MyMentor looks like. Again, just thanks for joining us. And as I said, we're talking about MyMentor. We're going to jump right in. MyMentor is a mentoring platform that connects Wofford students to mentor. These mentors are friends of the college. They're alums, they're trustees, they may be some parents, maybe some staff members. MyMentor is an online platform provided by Firsthand, and it allows these interactions between mentor and mentees to take place on the platform. And it also gives us a little checks and balances. It allows both sides to rate the interaction on a scale of 5 stars. So it helps us make sure that things that are happening on the system are helpful, that students are getting what they want out of it, and that mentors are also having a good experience with the platform. Just real quick, I want to run through a couple of do's and don'ts here. You know, one of the important pieces about interacting with someone who may be providing you guidance. And before I jump into this, I do want to say we call this MyMentor. Sometimes the word mentor means different things to different people. It might mean to some that this is a long-term relationship. To others, it might mean that, hey, this is just an exchange of information. Somebody's got some information around a career that I need, and they're willing to share that information to me. This network and platform is set up to provide both of those. It really is the length and duration and the number of contacts is determined between the mentor and mentee, if it's a good fit, if they're available, those kinds of things. So I encourage everyone to sign up, to connect with alums, and to begin to learn more about their pathways. Reverend Talmadge Skinner was the chaplain of Wofford when I was a student here, and he was a real mentor of mine. And he had this comment that you don't just come to Wofford, you join Wofford. And that's why we developed, along with the alumni office, this platform. So anyway, I wanted to mention that as I jump into some of the things to think about ahead of time. You know, as you think about this relationship, make sure that, you know, you think about being considerate of folks' time. Make sure you have realistic expectations for this. And both of those really fall into this category of just being prepared. Make sure that you know what specific information that you're looking for. Make sure you're open to the feedback and input that the mentor might provide to you. Gratitude goes a long way. You know, if you can send your mentor a note, whether it's email or handwritten, super important, and continue to grow those relationships in your own network. MyMentor has a lot of technological opportunities in it. One, it allows mentors and mentees to connect within the system. We ask that mentors and mentees have their first interaction within the system because it allows us to get good data. It allows us to make sure all is going well. And as I say that, I realize that some mentors are really busy and they may say, hey, just call me at my office, call me on my cell phone, here's a Zoom link, something like that. We recognize that, but just ask if it's possible to have that first connection in the system. As I mentioned earlier, you can rate your interaction, and we ask that if there's any issues around poor behavior, please just let us know. Lastly, in terms of this section, we as the Career Center are here to help. If there are questions you have about, you know, how you should interact with your mentor, questions you might should ask, how to do the right research, how to be best prepared, just set a time up. Just set up a time. We'll be happy to work with you on that. A couple of things not to do. Just one of the things we want to make sure is that folks aren't asking for jobs, money, contacts. There's lots of ways to get to those questions, you know, like who else would you suggest, are there others that you might suggest I talk to that gives you an opportunity to potentially get other folks in terms of contacts? You know, not coming right out of, hey, I need a job, or hey, does your company have any openings, or what kind of openings have you seen lately that might be interesting that I should take a look at? Second thing is that the advice and contact information that your mentor shares with you is just for you. We don't, that information shouldn't be shared with other friends and roommates and everybody else, and particularly their contact information. They've signed on to work with you. Others can get in the system and maybe sign on to work with them as well, but that information is for you to keep. And lastly, we ask that folks just keep this positive. This is a great opportunity for us to continue to grow the Wofford network, and not an opportunity to complain about how things are going at Wofford or those kinds of things. As you develop your relationship, sure, that we'll look to share the good and the bad, but just trying to keep this as a positive place to grow connections and networking opportunities is what this is meant for. Talk quickly about how to sign up. You can find MyMentor at the following. It's wofford.firsthand.co. There's no M on that. So it's just CO, and you will find a page when you go there that looks like this. This is the main page for MyMentor, and you'll just click on Get Advice and you'll follow the prompts. When you click on Get Advice, it'll ask you to sign in, and you can see right here that you can continue with LinkedIn. So if you have a LinkedIn profile, click on that and go forward. If not, you can log in or register now right down there where it says no account yet. So just know that's the way. LinkedIn is, if you have a LinkedIn, I highly encourage you to use it because it'll take all your information and pull it over. If you don't have a LinkedIn, you're in luck. Next week's session for the Career Center coaching is on LinkedIn, so you want to make sure you tune in for that and get going on that. So I'll go back to the PowerPoint real quick. You'll follow a bunch of steps. If you come in with LinkedIn, a lot of it will come, a lot of that information will be brought over. You'll want to check it to make sure that it came across right. Sometimes it comes across a little wonky. And then you'll be asked a series of questions, and there's about 4 or 5 of them. And you have the opportunity to put at least 10 or at most 10 answers in each question. Firsthand, which is the platform that powers MyMentor, is algorithm based. So the more information you put in there, it helps develop that algorithm that helps you determine who or you should connect with first. Questions will be, so you can kind of be thinking about them. What cities might you want to work in? What companies might you want to work for? What industries might you see yourself in? What kind of job titles might you have? Those kinds of things. Just be prepared. Again, you've got opportunities to list at least 10 or at most 10, and you can go forward with that. You'll create your profile with a professional headshot in there. We want to make sure those pictures are professional. If you don't have a professional headshot or something that won't work for that, again, reach out to us. We will happily help you get one of those. Once your profile's set up, you'll be able to find folks that have matched with you. Every person will have a percentage that it matched. Once you finish your profile, there'll be a pop-up of some of the top matched ones. You can swipe through those to see. You can learn more about them and see what kind of work or grad school experience they've had, those kinds of things. Know that just because those are the ones that popped up does not mean that those are the ones you're limited to. You can swipe through all of them and then start looking at all 200 folks that are in the system and seeing which ones you want to match up with or reach out to. If you click on their profile, it'll give you an opportunity to see things like are they available, what times they might be available, and then you can shoot them a message to connect. There's also on the left side of the screen filters that you can filter through based on the information that the mentor has said that they'd like to provide, whether that's career advice, grad school support, resume support, interview prep, those kinds of things. The mentors in the system have signed up to do that, and you can search based on that. So it's a fairly straightforward system. Again, we're here to help. Here's some ways that you can get in touch with us. You can follow us at wofford.edu /academics and career center. That's a website. That's our website. Lots of information for students there. A couple of how-to guides on informational interviews, which will be helpful before you talk to to mentor. So just know that that's there, our email address and our phone number. We encourage folks to follow us on Instagram as well. WOCO Career Center, find updated information and things like that. So again, we encourage all students to go ahead and sign up to continue to build their Wofford network. And MyMentor is just a great opportunity to do that. Appreciate you tuning in today, and look forward to following the journey with you through MyMentor and other ways. Don't hesitate to call us if you need anything or find ways that we can support you. Thanks, and have a great day.